Okay, we're starting the cardiovascular system, and we just want to do a little introduction here. All right, so we're going to start with the heart. Yes. Here's my heart. Okay, so we've got our heart. The heart is divided into two halves, the right and the left side of the heart. They both do sort of similar but different things. There are 4 chambers of the heart. There is an upper chamber on each side and a lower chamber on each side. Basically an atria and a ventricle. So you've got the left atria and left ventricle, right atria and right ventricle. And we've got some vessels that are coming out of it, correct? So we've got a vessel, an artery that's going to the lungs. And then we have a vessel that goes from the lungs back to the heart. And then a vessel that takes the blood out to the body. And then vessels that bring the blood from the body back to the heart. So through the heart, blood flows from right atrium to right ventricle, and in the left, from left atria to left ventricle before entering the vessels. Arteries always carry blood away from the heart. Arteries usually contain oxygenated blood. Usually. Veins always carry blood toward the heart. And they usually contain deoxygenated blood. So when I mean usually, the blood that comes here, these are veins, so this is deoxygenated blood that is entering the right side of the heart. It goes into the right atria and then into the right ventricle, then is pumped into the lungs. And it is pumped into the lungs through an artery. This is the pulmonary artery. But this blood hasn't been oxygenated yet. That's why it's going to the lungs. So this is deoxygenated blood going through this artery to get to the lungs, being taken away from the heart. Remember, always carries blood away from the heart. Then this vessel here is a vein, pulmonary vein, that is taking blood toward the heart. So it is a vein, but it is carrying oxygenated blood because it was just oxygenated in the lungs, and now it's coming back to the left side of the heart. So the left side of the heart then enters the atria and then goes down into the left ventricle and then is pumped into the aorta, which is an artery, and that is going to be oxygenated blood going away from the heart. So the right side of the heart has deoxygenated blood, and the right side of the heart, or excuse me, the left side of the heart contains or deals with oxygenated blood. So that's just an overview of the cardiovascular system. There's two circuits here. So the deoxygenated blood that is going to the lungs and back to the heart is the pulmonary circuit. And the blood going out of the aorta to the body and back is the systemic circuit. And that's basically how blood flows through the heart. So we'll talk about this a little more specifically when we get to the heart, but the first thing we're going to do is talk about blood.